Okay, so we've been talking about even and odd numbers and why it's important to know what our even numbers and what our odd numbers are. But I'm going to take a look at how you're going to see these numbers given to you on a test or maybe even the STAR test, okay? Or maybe on Education Galaxy. So this is what your questions can look like and why it's important that we know what we just went over here in this slide. So, Princess is playing an odd and even game with cards. She turns over a card and the number shows 35. Which is true about 35? Well, first of all, I know that this is going to be asking about an even number and an odd number. So I'm going to write the number 35 out to the side. And where did I say that we look to determine if a number is even or odd? Good. We look in the ones place. And I know that 5, so if I don't remember, I can go back. And I know that 5 is an odd number. So that means that the number 35 is going to be odd. Okay? And the number 35 is odd because 5 in the ones place is an odd number. Not because of the 3, not because there's 2 digits, but because the 5 in the ones place. So it is even because there are 3 in the tens place. It is even. That makes it wrong. It is even. It is not an even number. Do your process of elimination. Those cannot be your correct answers. We've already determined that this is an odd number. It is odd because there is a 3 in the tens place. No, we're not looking at our tens place to determine if this number is even or odd. We're looking at our ones place. So it is odd because there is a 3 in the tens place. That makes it wrong. Or it is odd because there is a 5 in the ones place. That is the correct answer. So here, letter D would be the correct answer. Okay? So that's just one way your question can be asked. So let's look at this one. Which statement about 64,889 is true? Well, the first thing that I want you to do is take 64,889, and we're going to figure out, because I know I'm talking about an even or odd number, I'm going to determine, is this number even or odd? All right? Looking at the what place value? The ones place value, and I know that 9, based off of this slide, 9 is a what kind of number? Nine is an odd number. Good job. 9 is an odd number. Okay? So, 9 is an odd number. The number 64,889 is an odd number because it has 5 digits. The number of digits doesn't matter because honestly, if I took away this, my 6 in the 10,000s place, 4,889 is still an odd number. So it doesn't matter that it only has, or that it has 5 digits. Even if it had 4 digits, it would be an odd number. So that is wrong. And when you have word problems like this, or you have questions like this, it is so important that you read the whole thing, because they put 64,889 is an odd number as the first answer choice, because so many of students are going to see that it says odd number, choose it, and be done. But let's keep reading. The number 64,889 is an odd number because the digit in the ones place is not divisible by 2. Well, what did we say about numbers that are divisible by 2? They have to be what? Numbers divisible by 2 are even numbers, and we already determined that 9 is an odd number. So that is a correct statement. The number 64,889 is an even number. We already determined that it's odd. The number 64,889 is an even number. We already determined that it's odd. So you can mark those out. Okay? So this doesn't say because the digit in the ones place is odd. It says because the digit in the ones place is not divisible by 2. And we talked about being divisible by 2 when we were talking about in the first slide that I went over with the cookies. Even numbers are divisible by 2. Odd numbers are not. And I showed you that when I was moving the cookies and giving them to the different people, and I was pretending to do that, okay? So the correct answer here is letter B. All right. There's a couple questions for you guys to answer, and I want you to go ahead and do that. And then today you're going to be working on an Education Galaxy assignment.